Welcome back to the program. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're glad you're with us. Please join me in saying hello to my partner in crime for Regatta Radio, made possible by Budget Marine, Cary Biley. Welcome to the program, my dear. How are you?
I am fine. I've had my cup of coffee, thank you, Soc, which has now spiked me up a little, so I'm raring to go.
Just one cup.
Well, I
But
had one earlier this morning, sort of got my eyes open. And
what happens if we get? What happens if we give you a third?
Then I get very argumentative.
Oh no third cup of coffee for you. Who have you brought with you this morning?
I have brought Mr. Krispijn Tunison, who is the regatta director, the St. Maarten Heineken Regatta director, and I thought we should introduce him.
Well, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody.
And thank you for coming in. So last year was your first,
Yeah, last year
Or
was
this year, really.
well, the last year. Yeah,
or
the last edition.
the last
Last
the last
regatta.
regatta was
Yeah.
your
The
first,
45th was my first. Yes,
and you survived.
I'm still there, hanging in there. No, I survived. Yeah.
No gray hair.
Well-
we're not
I
doing
know,
a good
I was
job.
just wondering this
Well-
morning if he bleaches his hair. So
Luckily, you cannot see it with my blonde hair.
There you go.
If I shave it off, you can see a lot of black hair.
Yeah,
Gray
listen,
hair. Gray
yeah,
hair.
yeah. Wow. So when you reflect back on the first, Krispijn, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
The first that it was a hell of a job, but the outcome when I was walking around in the village, and
Yeah.
then it was just magical.
It's a great word.
Yeah.
The St. Martin Heineken Regatta is
it's magical.
it is a very magical event. I love that. I think we need to use that in our marketing going
Yes.
forward. Magical.
Yes, magical.
Magic.
It's-
For the
it's-
the 50th, there'll be the magical. I'll have to figure out how to do that.
Serious magical fun.
Don't be serious fun where it's magical.
Yeah,
Something like
the-
that.
it will. Yeah. But you're right. It is one of those events that when you do one, you always come back and do more. You know, it's just once you get it in your blood, it doesn't go away.
And it's amazing because, when you're organizing and in the middle of it all, you're getting people who are complaining about things or whatever, and you get down and you get totally, I know years back being on the race committee, and I used to get all the people that were complaining about their ratings or this course wasn't good for their boat or whatever. And you start getting totally depressed and think it's terrible, everything's terrible. And then you walk around and see everybody having a blast. You see videos of all the boats out on the water having great racing, and then you go, no, stop it. This isn't a great event. And it's one or two people are making your life hell. And,
Well, that's
and
just normal.
always the
That's
way.
normal.
Exactly. But
That's
that's
just the way it
normal.
is.
And
That's just the way it is.
you forget that sometimes when you're in the midst of those one or two people.
Yeah. It's that's management, right?
Yep.
Management 101, right? When you're in the thick of it like that, sometimes it's challenging to see the forest through the trees.
Yeah. And then you go out and you see it all. You see the video. Sometimes when I see the video, you go, wow, look what we did.
Well, it's why over the years we've always tried to bring the regatta director and all the team. We try and make sure that they get out with us for regatta radio to see the starts, to see some of the finishes, to see some of the mark roundings, because when you see firsthand what you've been working on for 13, 14, 15 months of planning, then you go, all of a sudden light dawns and you go, nah, it starts to really click. And it's truly a spectacular event. Let's talk a little bit about number 46. What do we know so far?
Well, what we know so far is that we have
That it's happening.
that is happening, and that we already have boats that signed up. So that
that's
is very good.
Yeah, I was just going to pull that up now.
March
to
March
say-
5th to 8th,
That is
2026.
also what we know,
Yeah,
and we have a confirmation that it's going to be happening there at Port of Plaisance again.
brilliant.
So that's also good. And,
It's a great spot. That's a great home for Regatta Village.
Yeah.
It is
Hands-
fantastic. It really is. Not only is it a good spot for us to be, we've got the space, but it's beautiful. All the boats can be right there. So yeah, no, we're very lucky, and we know that.
So, are you bringing up the registration list?
I am indeed.
Good.
and the footprint, how it looked like last year, going to be similar.
Yeah, listen,
So
I think everybody loves the little the around the fountain, that whole little
yeah,
spot.
The fountain that you can't see.
Right, that little
The
spot
the
right on
secrets
the
fountain.
right.
Fountain.
That has become such a magnificent little spot where all week long before you get to the big prize giving, it has this kind of homey feel that
yeah,
the sailors and the locals and all of us that are coming every day to Regatta, I think really enjoyed that space.
yeah. It was also right by the entrance, and everybody was hanging out there. You had nice sit areas,
Yeah.
and the bar was big but not too big. It was nice and comfy, and yeah, it was
There
good.
was lots of cold Heineken.
Lots of cold Heineken.
There always has to be lots of cold
Yeah,
Heineken
and
at the
hopefully
St.
we'll
Martin
have
Heineken
more
Regatta.
places where you can get cold Heineken during it. And yeah,
Uh,
it's you and you go to other events and you look at this one and you go, yeah, there's a lot we get right. There's,
That's true.
there's a lot we get right.
It's just tradition at this point, and it's really become synonymous with the island. That's why it's so important. And we talk about the event. We say the St. Martin Heineken Regatta. We say it. We give it its full proper name because it is so synonymous with the island, and it just one of the largest events on the island every year, every year, and you can feel the magnitude of it as people start to come in, the week before, and then bang.
It is amazing that for so many years, for so long, this event has been one of the largest ones,
Mm.
if not the largest. The between and having a regatta and a sort of a mini music festival, and the fact is that we still have to fight with everybody to be able
yeah,
to put it on and to get the money to do it. It's just like, oh my God, do you understand what would happen if we weren't here anymore?
Well, so here's the thing. I'll also say, yes, it feels like a fight year after year after year, but part of that is what makes the event get better and better and better. It kind of puts us in that
Yeah.
that position where we have to act competitively and aggressively to continually improve an event that's now going to be in its 46th running of the St. Martin Heineken Regatta.
yeah,
And if we didn't have that drive behind us, we wouldn't have the thing that keeps forcing us to look to make it continuously better
better,
year after
exactly.
year. And so it's a good thing in that regard.
For that, but maybe one year we could have a little less.
A little less stress for Cary. That's true.
No, it is good, and we still want to go back to getting a few more boats. I know everybody thinks, oh, when we had 280 boats, but truth of that
There
was
aren't
it
200
was
there
it,
aren't 280 boats to be had anymore.
well, that, but also too the island. It was for the infrastructure and where we're at. We just can't handle it.
Yeah.
So just over 100 boats is a very good size regatta.
Well, listen,
And we can handle it well, and it's not not so long for the bridge to be open, not so long for cars on the road.
when we had that many boats, right? We probably had it was a different class of sailor, it was a different class of boat that was here. By and large, you had a significantly larger bareboat fleet.
Huge.
And you'd have maybe 100. You'd have the boat race, the regatta that we have now, plus add another 125 bareboats on top of it, and then bang, you get to those magic numbers. The numbers of those bareboats just don't exist anymore.
You can't get them.
They're just not physically available.
Yeah.
After her came through in 17.
But we
a lot
would
of
like to have some more bareboats than we have. We'd
Yeah.
like to see if the bareboat companies could come with a few more boats.
The
And
more the
that's
merrier.
our plan to
Yeah.
try and see, and all the regattas actually in the Caribbean would like to see a few, because it's being cut. So basically, it's between 20 and 26 boats in the bareboats. And considering we were 170, 50 bareboats at one time, that's that's a big difference. And then you can't ask people from overseas to come, because that was the great thing.
Right.
So many people from overseas could just come over, jump on a boat, have a great fun event, and then fly away. And it was very easy for them.
Yeah,
yeah.
and so we love to the bareboats add a certain level of color and fun
Oh, they
to
have
the
a
to
lot
the
of
to
fun.
the event.
Yeah.
You see amongst the racing community, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
little different. So,
So, but we're doing well this year, where we have 13 boats signed up at the moment.
already,
Which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. But I'm now my goal is to try and get some more of the local boats to sign up.
who hasn't? Who hasn't signed up yet?
Don on what's the name of his boat again? Dauntless.
Don from Dauntless.
Don from Dauntless. Let's
We'll call
see.
people out. Has Budget Marine signed up?
Jolyon hasn't signed up yet.
Jolyon, please sign up.
No, because there's a little unsurety of what he's doing, because I did mumble it to him the other day, and he mumbled something back to me. But Robbie has, because Robbie was the first to sign up.
Good.
And so now, actually, in the Jeannot fleet, we have three of them signed up. So Robbie, the Stoutenbeck boat, and Ian Martin's boat. So that's great. So now we have 4. We have Garth, Gabby from Ireland Waterworld, and the Yacht Club boat. So I'm going to get the Yacht Club boat to sign.
Perfect. So let me ask you a question. How many boats did we have in 2026, 2025?
We had something like 107.
107, yeah.
I think
107 boats.
Yeah.
107 in 2025. So I'm going to put you on record, Krispijn. We're going to start something that we used to do a long time. Matter of fact, that stack of papers under the monitor are all the years that we've been doing this, and we haven't done it in a number of years now. But so we had 107 boats in 2025. How many boats are we going to have in 2026? Whoever comes closest without going over will win something. Used to be we get to win a date with Michelle, but she's not with us anymore. Maybe that's it. We're still going to get to win a date with Michelle.
Why not?
She was just here for a different.
Is that what I get to?
You got a date with Michelle. Okay, let's say 112.
Krispijn says 112. Cary, what say you?
Just because I want more, and not because I think this might happen, I'm going to say 125.
125.
Yeah.
And where's Mr. S? Mr. S.
Yo.
Come on, how many boats are we gonna have in the?
Early to do this, though. By the way.
No. How many boats are we gonna have in the 122?
Okay, he's thinking like I'm thinking.
Mr. S. 122.
And Soc is
So-
just one boat.
No.
Yeah, he wrote down one.
I was starting to write Mr.
His own
S
boat.
next to my name. No,
I had a
my-
92 boat.
no. My number is. So this is the 2026 St. Maarten Heineken Regatta. You have to come closest without going over. My number is 126.
So I'm a bit off.
Yeah, but no. You're probably going to be the.
You might
probably
actually
be.
you actually might be the
We're
closest.
just doing it because that's what I want.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
What we're...
Listen, if we had 125 votes, I think we'd all jump through hoops.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
go out and work the charter companies. That's all I could say.
Well, no. I want to do it more in other ways.
Yeah.
But what I was talking about, so the great thing is, Jan on the DM24,
Yeah.
Jan Sotelo, Anomaly, the one that's like all the car racing
Mhm.
DM. He's the first DM to sign up.
Brilliant.
So now we've got to go and get all the other DMs to sign up.
Those are
And
those little
the
super
local
fast
boats we got,
Yeah, we had-
trimarans. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And-
You couldn't pay me to get on
Ryan
one.
has
No.
signed up with more zesting, the J105.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's good. So
Last
yeah,
year was the last one, right?
And already signed up for the first time ever early, Fritz Bus. He
What did you
signed
do?
up.
What did you do to get Fritz to sign up early? What did you threaten him with?
Not telling.
Oh, never a dull moment. Brilliant.
then
Well,
we've got
congratulations, Fritz Bus, our Commodore.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And then we've got a couple of new boats. We've got something called Morphosis,
Mhm.
which is I think that's some. No. What's left? I think might have done the CMC last year. and is now, that's a multi-hull.
Nice.
So that's a new one for us, I believe.
So we have 13 so far, you said?
13.
That's
and,
brilliant for
Our
August.
great friend and supporter from the Dom Republic, Lanovia,
Oh, I
has
love
signed up. And then we have a new one from the Dom Republic called Lady M, which is a Club Swan 42, and that's a nice boat. So I'm really thrilled with that. So that's what, just keep getting these new ones in,
Hey.
because the ones we've been having for so many years, at some point, they're going to age out.
Listen, if we can get 1 or 2 new ones a month, by the time we get to March, we're in good shape.
Yep.
There you go.
That's our goal, to keep working on it, and then have people like Lanovia come back, because they
have such a great time.
That's what I love about every time you look at the boat, and there's 6 of them normally on board, something like that, and they're all just these big smiles. They're all happy, and yet they win. You think they're not taking it seriously, but oh my God, they are.
Wait, that's the Heineken man, isn't it? From Lanovia?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's from Lanovia.
Yeah.
Well, we need to give him a less tight-fitting Heineken man suit.
Maybe he likes that.
Well, he might like it, but the rest of us would prefer, no offense, would prefer otherwise. I'm speaking smart, Alec. Oh, guys, thank you for coming this morning. We want to say thank you to, of course, Heineken, and, of course, the distributor of Heineken is Divico here on the friendly island of St. Martin. Thank you for being our title sponsor.
They do a great job for us. They really do. And that, every year when you go and look at the village, and I look there and I look around and go, this is why we're number 1 in the Caribbean. Because this village is spectacular.
And, of course, we'd like to say thank you to Budget Marine for sponsoring Regatta Radio. And Krispijn, welcome to your first Regatta Radio broadcast.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you back soon.
And a thank you to Port Plaisance Resort. What do they?
They want a Princess Hotels and Casino.
Yeah.
Princess Hotels and Casino.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
At Port Plaisance. Thank you.
That's a major for us.
We appreciate it more than you know. Guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
It is 10:54. Let me make a run for the finish line. We'll do all that right after these messages.